Wednesday. I'm starting this vlog on the road just because I wanted to get out and get moving right away. Today I'm heading up to the hardware store because I gotta buy things that are gonna be props for the slimy scene that I'm filming on Saturday. And also I gotta buy materials to build something that'll work as the bottom of the ship when it gets struck by debris. For that I'm heading over to Home Depot. Another gray day in the city. 2x3 should be enough. This should work. Gloves could be cool. Make everything look very medical. Get a couple of these. There's a lot of crap in my trunk. I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna stop at Timmy's. And I have a coupon. Dark roast. It's bold. This character. It's good, actually. Thanks, coupon. So now I'm heading uptown to my parents' place, in my childhood home. Just because that's where most of my power tools are. I'll have more room to work and do some carpentry. One thing about having a condo, there's no, backyard, no workshop. Okay, so what are we doing today? We need to recreate the bottom of the ship and then create a way that it is being hit by a piece of debris which slices a crack down the middle. So I've got a 2 foot by 2 foot sheet of drywall that I'm gonna cut in half. So you'll have 2 parts, 1 foot by 2 foot, right? Then I'm gonna build a wooden base underneath each one. Something like this, right? Okay, so they're gonna be 2 separate pieces. Then I'm gonna screw those pieces together about 1 inch apart. So I'll put a piece across here and on the other side so that they're held together and there's this 1 inch thick crack down the middle. Then I'm going to take a piece of rope and I'm gonna wedge the piece of rope in between these pieces and then plaster over the rope. So plaster over the rope so that it's nice and smooth, let it dry, sand it smooth so it'll look like one solid piece. Then I place my camera here, looking down the back, and the rope will hang down and go back this way. We hit record on the camera, I yank the rope, and it will then crack all of this plaster and reveal this crack down the middle. So my hope is, and then if I decorate underneath the plaster, it'll look like, metal and fiberglass and stuff. It'll look like the thing got hit by something and it got blasted, and then I'll just have to digitally add the actual piece of debris hitting it. So in essence, what we're building today are 2 rectangular boxes that I'm then going to attach together and plaster over. That is our battle plan. Let's make this happen. So we're starting with a 2 foot by 2 foot sheet of drywall. If you buy drywall regularly or plan to, this sheet for 2 feet by 2 feet was like $7. It's a huge rip-off actually. You can get a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet for $11, but I didn't need a full sheet, so I paid this amount for this amount. But just so you know, these small sheets are not worth the cost normally. Anyway, I'm building 2 rectangular prisms. I think that's what those are called. Cuboids, whatever. So I gotta build 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 2 foot long pieces, and then we'll make it a height. You just gotta be high enough that I can get under there. Maybe 8 inches tall. So we'll cut those first. One. Professional carpentry. too. If women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. So now I just cut a couple 12-inch 2x2 pieces that are gonna go across each bottom piece to sort of hold it in place. And then the drywall across the top will hold the top in place. It's one. Bam. And so now for all you lovely people who have never scored drywall before, here's a little trick. This is a 2 foot by 2 foot piece, more or less. It's just under actually. But let's pretend that it's right on. Knife, sharp, don't cut yourself. Put this here at 1 foot, hold the blade at the 1 foot mark. You score one side, give it a smack. What one was one is now two. Okay, so what remains to be done here? Basically, screw these 2 pieces of drywall to the top of this 1 1/4 inch drywall screw. Cool. And now this side. These 2 pieces will sit more or less like this. I'm gonna have a piece of rope down the middle to fill the gap, plaster over top of it, smooth it out, and then we'll shoot down this angle. I'll yank the rope out from underneath and it'll cause all the plaster to go and it'll look like the thing smashed open, tore open. Okay, so now this next step will not be necessary if you are drywalling a house. This was only necessary if you are building a piece of the bottom of a spaceship that looks like it's being struck by a piece of debris. So keep that in mind if you're watching this for home improvement reasons and not spaceship reasons. But once the piece rips open, we're going to be able to see in here a little bit. So we can't have it look like 2x3s, right? I mean, I don't think that's how they build spaceships. I don't think there's just wood inside. So first thing I'm going to do is just take my knife and scuff this up. Just being rough with it. Just so it looks rough. Same thing on this side. The goal here is to avoid putting the knife blade into your hand or wrist. Great. Okay. So we've just scuffed it up. Now I have here silver spray paint. So all I'm going to do is coat the inside here with silver. It's just so that if this gets seen, it'll look like it's metallic. I'm doing the top as well so that in case, the plaster peels away over the top layers and reveals it, it'll look like it's revealing a metal undercoat. What once was wood is now metal. So I'm going to take some bits of aluminum foil, which will kind of pretend to be like the metallic innards, and I'm just going to place it here. Staple gun. And again, this is sort of just to look like a torn underside. Supposed to crumple it a little bit. 1 layer of foil should be enough. And then you just curl that up. So now the next step is to screw these 2 pieces together, leaving only the width of this rope. Lay the rope on the inside here, like that. Pull it together so that it's held in place. You see the rope in there. Okay, so now all that's left to do is to plaster it. I'm just gonna push it all down a little bit to make sure it's all just beneath the surface. This piece of rope excess I'm gonna shove in here because I'm gonna pull it in that direction. Okay, final step for today is we take our plaster. All we do is fill in the gaps. And then we just smooth it over. There we go. That should be good enough. Alright, so here is our set piece. This is all I'm going to be able to do to it today. I'm going to let this dry over the next day and night, and when it's finished, I'll come back with sandpaper, smooth it out, give it a coat of paint, and then some detailed work to make it look like little bits of debris have hit it as it's navigating the debris field, and then this thing will be ready for the shoot on Saturday. So I think this is all I'm doing for today. I'm going to do some additional editing, but I think I'll end today's vlog here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.